Welcome along, fellow time travelers. This time around, I'm going to give you a tour of the Trump Winery at the Albemarle Estate in Virginia. Before I begin, please like and share the show and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's begin our journey. As many of you may know, I stayed in Charlottesville, Virginia in January of 2024. I had tickets to check out the upstairs of Thomas Jefferson's Monticello. I've been there before, been there plenty of times actually, and I always try to find interesting places to stay. And so this time around, I stayed on Trump's property in the mansion. I had stayed there before and it was beautiful, and I had never gone to the winery. I never really had a reason to. I don't drink alcohol, I certainly don't drink wine, but then I thought, fine, let me go ahead and check it out and see what the place is all about. Now originally I was going to just give you a tour of the winery and explain what it is I'm seeing, but then upon watching it again I thought, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. So while you're watching this video, I will tell you the strange history of Trump Winery and Albemarle Estate in Virginia. By the way, this is not a political video. There's nothing political about it. I just happen to be staying on the property, and I figured a lot of people might be interested in seeing what the winery looks like. After all, what are the chances that you're ever going to go there? Probably pretty slim. And so that is the purpose of this video. Nestled in the rolling foothills of Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, Trump Winery and its accompanying Albemarle Estate stand as a testament to ambition, opulence, and the evolving landscape of American viticulture. Located near Charlottesville, this sprawling property has undergone a dramatic transformation over the decades. From a private retreat of one of America's wealthiest families to a celebrated winery and luxury destination under the Trump name. Its history is a blend of entrepreneurial vision and a touch of tabloid-worthy drama, reflecting both the highs and lows of its various stewards. The story of Trump Winery begins not with Donald Trump, but with John Klug, a German-born media mogul who became one of America's richest men in the late 20th century. In the early 1980s, Klug and his wife, Patricia, a former model 34 years his junior, nothing wrong with that of course, sought to establish a grand residence in Virginia's picturesque Piedmont region. And I talk about that in other videos, which you can see by checking out the links in the description below. And so jumping to 1990, John and Patricia's marriage had dissolved, and their divorce settlement awarded Patricia the mansion and the land beneath it, while John retained ownership of the surrounding acreage, including the former golf course. In 1999, Patricia married William Moses. All of his friends called him Bill, and they embarked on an ambitious new venture, transforming part of the estate into a world-class winery. She established Klug Estate Winery and Vineyard, planting 227 acres of grapes, making it the largest vineyard in Virginia and the largest planting of French varietals on the East Coast. With an eye toward producing top-tier wines, Patricia invested heavily in the operation, leveraging her fortune from the divorce settlement. The winery quickly gained recognition. By the early 2000s, Klug Estate wines were winning accolades, outpacing some California and French vintages in blind tastings. However, Patricia's ambitions extended beyond winemaking. She and Moses envisioned a luxury real estate development called Vineyard Estates, a gated community of 24 multi-million-dollar homes, each with its own mini vineyard. To fund this expansion and the winery's growth, they took out $65 million in loans, including a nearly $23 million mortgage on Albemarle House from Bank of America. The timing couldn't have been worse. The 2008 financial crisis devastated the real estate market, and Patricia's plans unraveled. By 2009, with no buyers for the proposed Vineyard Estate homes, Patricia listed Albemarle House for $100 million. But it failed to sell, and so she slashed the price to $48 million, then $24 million. Still with no takers. In a desperate bid to raise funds, she auctioned off personal property and furnishings from the mansion in 2010. That same year, John Klug passed away at age 95. By December of 2010, the winery was foreclosed upon by Farm Credit of the Virginias after an unsuccessful auction. And Southern National Bancorp seized the vineyard estate's land. In June of 2011, Patricia filed for personal bankruptcy. Enter Donald Trump. Trump first encountered the estate years earlier during a visit to Virginia, and he saw its potential as both a business opportunity and a trophy property. In April of 2011, Donald Trump purchased the 776-acre vineyard and winery for $6.2 million. He also paid $1.7 million for equipment and inventory, which was a fraction of its assessed value. Albemarle House, however, remained in Bank of America's hands after Patricia defaulted on the mortgage. At one point, it was listed at $16 million, and yet it still languished on the market. Potential buyers were deterred by the fact that Donald Trump owned all the surrounding land, and so potential buyers would be owning the house and some of the land that it's on, but everything else belonged to Donald Trump. And so at that point, Trump was able to swoop in and buy the mansion from the bank for $6.7 million, far below its original $100 million asking price. Since 2012, Trump Winery has been operated by Eric Trump, along with a general manager and a winemaker. Together, they have overseen its transformation into a thriving business. The winery produces a range of sparkling, white, and red wines, each earning numerous awards. In June of 2024, Trump Winery expanded further with the launch of Trump Cidery, adding premium ciders to its offerings. This move reflects a continued commitment to innovation and diversification, building on the winery's established reputation. The history of Trump Winery and Albemarle Estate is a tale of reinvention. What began as a symbol of John and Patricia Klug's wealth became a cautionary tale of overreach, only to be reborn under the umbrella of Donald Trump's organization. Today it stands as a hybrid of luxury hospitality and agricultural enterprise, blending the ostentatious flair of its current owners with the pastoral beauty of Virginia's mountains. As of the date of this recording, Trump Winery and Albemarle Estate continue to thrive, a monument to ambition in all its forms, from the Klug's extravagant beginnings to the Trump's bold reclamation. Whether sipping a glass of a sparkling reserve or strolling the English gardens, visitors encounter a history as complex and layered as the award-winning wines themselves. So, what do you think of the Trump Winery? Have you ever been there? Have you ever tried any of their wines? If so, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please check out the links below to learn how to support my research and productions. Please check out my sponsors in the description below. Kindly be kind to all of our fellow Earthlings, and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.